mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace, what's good? Welcome back to the #1 father and son podcast in all the land. Thank you guys for joining us. We're your hosts. I'm Malcolm. This is the artist formerly known as the Black Dot in the building. What's good, everybody?
In the flesh. We thank you for being here with us for another monumental show that we are going to put on. We do what we do, how we do what we do, like nobody else.
You know what I'm saying? What's good? Hope everybody had a great weekend. Our weekend was a little long. All right. I apologize. Not really. I was, me and my lady, we went out for her birthday.
Let's shout that out.
Yes.
Avery, happy 30th birthday.
30th birthday, yes.
That's big.
Yes.
You little young whippersnappers and 30 and celebrating. Now,
yeah.
I got to take advantage of that because Mr. Noble was
we dumped
grandpa.
him. We dumped him on y'all. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a great time with Noble. You know what I'm saying? Got him a new scooter. I got me a scooter at the same time. And Mama Dot was like, don't do this. Like that. Just get Noble a scooter. I said, no, I got to get a scooter too. And I'm not going to lie, my balance is not what it used to be.
Yeah.
And but he enjoyed that. Then we took him to Chuck E. Cheese and you let him wild out in there. And I'm going to be honest. I'll fight another kid in Chuck E. Cheese for my grandson. I'll put hands on you. But we didn't have no smoke. We went to a nice Chuck E. Cheese. If we had went to the hood, I'd have probably had to put my paws on somebody's kids. But we went to a nice one, and all the kids were respectful. All the games worked. You go to Chuck E. Cheese, and 5 of the games don't work, and everything worked. And so, shout out Noble for making Pampa's weekend,
Yes. All right.
I want to...
So,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Now, I was going to say shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for joining us, and thank you. I will let her see all the birthday wishes that you guys have sent. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes. Now, I want to thank everybody for watching the throwback show that we put up in place of us not being there Monday.
Yeah.
I appreciate the support. I kind of wanted to go back in time 20 years. I did that nearly 20 years ago. To show you that I was on this as a collective of things that was just off in the industry, things that just wasn't right. Now, it's crazy because it took me 10 years. That was the very second lecture I ever did. It took me nearly 10 years to get to that point. And what I mean by that is I came into the so-called conscious community 95, 96 as a student. paid my fees, sat down, you know what I mean, watched, learned, and then I did what was called the conscious music, meta music mixes. And what I was taking the latest music of that time, and I was inserting Bobby Hemmett, Phil Valentine, Steve Coakley, and Khalid Muhammad in them inside of 4 and 5 minute interviews. They came out slamming. So I came in infusing hip hop. I don't even own a copy of those because I put them on these CDs, Malcolm, and it seemed like the information, we lost the data on the CDs. I did 6 different volumes. So that was my introduction, and that's how I came up with the name Black Dot. After studying Dr. Richard King's work, I said, if I'm gonna infuse hip hop into this space here, I gotta come up with a moniker. So I came up with the Black Dot, the conscious meta music mixes. And then I did my very first lecture in '98 with Henry D. Bernardo on 68th Street in Manhattan. Me and Mama Dot at the time, we funded that. Then I went to the Gathering of the Masters in Atlanta. And, that was, a part of a cycle that ended. A couple of years later, I Opened a Production is born. And now I'm on the executive side. I'm flying in lecturers, putting them in the hotels, feeding them, riding them around, getting them to the lecture, paying them. And then I was fortunate enough to become the opener, to introduce them, and it was an honor. Hip hop almost works the same way. Like when you first come in, you might have to carry the crates, or you might be somebody who did something, and that's how you work your way up. And so after doing the introductions for a few more years, it wasn't until 2005 that I was able to get in front of the camera and do my own, lecture. And so I'm only saying that to show somebody has to vouch for you back in the days before you get in front of the camera and do your thing. And we all kind of walked that path back then, save for maybe A.A. Rashid, who was incarcerated. But he was able to sneak some of his writings out of the prison, right? And they got into the hands of Phil Valentine, who began to vouch for him. Then me and Phil Valentine went to his prison, and did a lecture at the prison. So Black Dot has been on the streets. I do colleges, bookstores, street corners, prisons, and so to bring this message about. And so I wanted to kind of lay that out. Now, the very first one I did was December of 2004, called The Chronicles of Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Now, on the
like
board
4 hours,
of that
right?
lecture, that was the
like
7-hour one.
7-hour one, yeah.
7 hours. I put 2005 on the board because I knew by the time the VHS, because it was VHS tapes, reached people all over the country, it would be 2005. And that's the one Professor Griff from Public Enemy saw, and he was watching it while he was in Japan, and said, when I get back, I gotta get this brother. So he hooked up with Sonetta. Sonetta plugged me in. I opened up for him on one at the Soul Brothers Boutique. That's where I did, the lecture I showed you at. And then a couple of months later, I did my book signing, my very first book signing, and that's the one that you see there, where I'm breaking down the P. Diddy stuff and all of that good stuff. And so Professor Griff returned the favor for me and opened up for me. And when I scan the crowd, I see Big Man, who's no longer with us. Azariah was in the building, who's no longer with us. Black Magic 363, I think I heard his voice in the crowd. It was somebody in the comments section who said the brother standing next to him is no longer with us. So it was 20 years ago. Now, I don't want to get long-winded, but also that was the first year I started dialysis. All right? I had started dialysis. My very first treatment was on my birthday of that year. I had just turned 37. And the reason there are some errors in the book, Hip Hop Decoded, is because we had to rush it to press, because I was not sure what the rest of my life would be like if I would have the rest of my life. Now, it's been nearly 20 years, and it's been the most exciting, invigorating, liberating, and free 20 years that you could ever imagine. In fact, I didn't start living until I thought I was dying. But that's a book for another day. So I kind of wanted to lay that out so people can get a snapshot of what myself, Professor Griff, Red Pill, Blue Pill, and so many others have been putting in the Akashic records of what was coming now. And as a result of that, a lot of that has been qualified and quantified by people like Jaguar Wright, who we'll talk about, and other individuals who now had concrete evidence of a lot of stuff that we were talking about.
Yeah.
And here we are. So the rubber meets the road.
Yeah.
And Malcolm, it is an exciting time to be alive.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Drop a bomb for all of that. Drop a bomb. You've been. Yeah, when you guys posted that, I was watching it. I was in the hotel room. Like, I feel like I was there for that one. And then the camera pans, and you see me with my mouth open. I was just God.
You were in the building for that one for sure.
Yeah.
And so now that we got that out of the way, I want to talk about show 500. Right? We're at show 498, and let's get into a few quick announcements of stuff that we could talk about.
Yes.
One of the things. Go ahead.
You can do it. You got that.
No, you do it.
All right. So, as you guys know, we're closing in on show 500. Now, we're not going anywhere, right? We're not. This isn't the last show. We're not, it's not the swan song. We're not doing any of that. However, some things are going to change going forward. So post show 500, after show 500, we decided to only do one show a week on YouTube. And then the other show, the second show, is going to be in the membership for members, commercial free, raw, uncut, unplugged, just us in there getting it in. So that's what we decided to do.
I'm going to say that again. Raw, uncut, no commercials.
All right. So Monday's show, staying the same. We're going to let those go. Thursday's show will be for members only, commercial free, raw and uncut.
And rumor has it, Mama Dolla's gonna have an open mic.
Oh, snap. Right?
Mama Dolla said you gotta pay for her voice. So
you know what I'm saying? Because as you guys have been seeing the last couple weeks, we are full tilt building the membership, putting more content, putting more value in it. Not just what other people do with their memberships, with their Patreons. It's just more of the same, right? It's just more an extra podcast video. It's just we are trying to just provide extra value in this, so it'd be different iterations of what we do, right? So we have the extra podcast episode. We said that more. Somebody's got to say it. Black Dot rants. I'm gonna do my own solo rants as well. There are courses in there that you can get. We have a weekly meeting with our members called the Sunday morning meetup that we do 9 a.m. on Sundays that we've been doing. We even had a meetup in Atlanta. You guys saw videos of it as well. That's going to be in there as well. We're going to just be adding way more content and way more value. And then what we're trying to do, we're also going to be adding interviews with other people. That'll be membership exclusives as well. And we're trying to get experts in their field to be able to teach weekly, monthly classes and stuff like that as well. We're building the membership, and that is the goal. That's why the focus has been so membership heavy, is because we had really two choices. It was either end the show after show 500, because like, you know, we've been doing this and we don't know where else we could take it, or we can double and triple down on what we do and provide more value, and we chose the latter.
And because we don't know how long YouTube is going to be a space where we can communicate, because there's a lot of weird stuff going on, and I'm going to talk about it on tonight's show. And so we got to be a step ahead of, you know, those kind of things, so that it's a smooth transition for us if, you know, something like that takes place. On that show, we're also going to be running a sale. Mama Dot, can I speak about the sale now, or I should wait until? Okay, so it's going to be on that day, especially for like we still got like hoodies and stuff. Buy one hoodie, get the second hoodie 50% off to represent Show 500.
Oh, nice.
Somebody said, is Doc gonna get drunk that show? Hell yeah.
Right? So
with that
that's
being
what we
said,
doing.
Huh?
I said, so that's what we doing.
Yes. All right. So you still have some time to get it together, but that's just gonna be, we're gonna be clear. Mondays, stay clear. We're gonna give you a show on Mondays. If we do a popcast where we pop up, you'll get that.
Those are happening too. And
Those are
again, we did those to kind of see what the audience wanted. You guys appreciated those, so we keep doing them.
But
Right?
Thursday,
Right.
raw, uncut, no commercial breaks, straight through, and Mama Dot is gonna be on her Angela Yee shit. Mama
Right.
Dot just cut me a look like, slow down. I ain't say all that shit. I'll introduce some topics, nigga. That's about it. But no, you know, some of the subjects when we need a female's perspective. Like, Mama Dot, what you think about this? You know what I mean? And she, you know.
Right.
So with that being said, Malk,
With that being
let's
said,
thank the
real quick, I
people
want
for
to shout
super
out.
chatting.
Yes, Caddy Williams, thank you for the super chat. We need more throwbacks. We got you.
We got you. We got you.
And a lot of those throwbacks are in its entirety are in the membership as well. Just want to put that
Absolutely.
out there.
All of the throwbacks, classes, a whole bunch of stuff.
Right? And
I've been at it
JE,
for 30 years. So you at least got 20
JE.
years of lectures in there.
thank you for the super chat as well. All right? So, let's get to it.
Let's get to it now. All right, I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. It's okay.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
All right. So, if you've been living under a rock, you might have seen the clip go around of Jaguar Wright calling into the Star Report and them going at it. Now, I watched this.
Yes.
I was kind of, because they pre-framed it and said the conversation went left really fast. So I was just kind of waiting on, you know, when it was going to get there. And it legitimately got there, like, out of nowhere. I felt like I was just like, okay, it's a little disagreement, a little clashing of personalities. You know, she cursed, he goes, hey, don't curse on my platform. This is, watch your language. They start talking over each other. Then he let it go. Called her monkey, you dusty. I was just like, what is going on? Why did it get this far? Why now? But I didn't realize that this was coming off the heels of Jaguar Wright's appearance on the Piers Morgan show.
Yes.
Right? In which she talked about Diddy, she talked about Jay-Z, she talked about Beyonce, and her getting so much mainstream attention now, I don't know what to think about it, to be honest with you. Nothing against her, but more against the people who are platforming her, like the mainstream. Like, whoa, like, I don't know. What do you think about the whole situation?
Okay. Star has been on that for a minute. You know what I mean? That's Star's vibration. And what I heard when first of all, I think she had a problem with his love for Jay-Z and his support for Vlad or something. 'Cause, it sounded like it was a continued conversation on those ends, right? And so we have a lot of people who, they rock with Jay-Z and they can't fathom the idea of some of the ish he's done. We even had to tread softly around the name Jay-Z. We get a little bit more play with the name Vlad. We'll talk about the Piers Morgan interview in a second.
Okay.
When she came on, right, and she said something real smooth to him, after, she came on cursing this and that, she said, yeah, I know Buck Wow. And the way she said it, to me, immediately said, I know, listen, I'm trying to speak in code to you, nigga, so stay in line because I know some shit about you that I don't want to drop. And to me, that seemed to trigger him because he came away. First of all, there's no cursing. Let me lay down the rules. I'm going to give you a chance to talk. There's no cursing. And then he went the fuck off and started cursing up the storm.
Yeah.
I put my foot in your ass. This, that, you dirty bitch. That, you nappy-headed monkey. And I'm like, so what would take him from a 0 to 100 that quick? And then that's when she started speaking about something of a 15-year-old kid and this and that and Buck, and I got the receipts on this and that. And so I'm not sure, and this is just me. And I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way, right? I can't bring nobody on my platform that I got beef with or that I really don't like, because what's the purpose of you being here?
I agree.
It's for the sake of to get the numbers up. That's an old paradigm thing now. Listen to me. Fame is the devil's vibration. I'm going to say it again. Fame is the devil's vibration. Now, the devil will let you ride that vibration if you're willing to kill your people, mislead your people, drug your people, manipulate your people. But you will not use this vibration to awaken your people. So what they do is they have levels to it. Your booty hole is tight at the beginning of the chart. Let's do the chart here, right? Just saying, the further you go up the chart, horse tranquilizer is introduced into the mix because we are going to make sure that if you get to a certain level of the fame that we afforded you, right, that you won't pivot and turn this way. Dr. Umar's a perfect example. He was on his grind in the streets, and then he showed up on a documentary called Hidden Colors. And then he was in theaters and this and that, and then he became... He called
himself the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, he was the Rookie of the Year that year, and then now he's the King Kong of consciousness, and it can be very intoxicating. Everything you own, if you got bad chicks, a lot of time it's because of fame. You look like a gorilla, or a camel. How about that? If you got a bunch of groupies around you, why? It's because of the fame in most cases. If people open doors for you, all of that's afforded through fame. And fame can be very intoxicating. So you might enter into these platforms and you have a serious message that you're trying to deliver. But all of a sudden, you got people pulling on you, you know what I mean? It can be confusing and intoxicating. And so we got to be very careful when you're surfing these. That's why I don't do interviews. I interview down more than up. And it's weird because the rules say you interview up and this and that. I'd rather be on somebody's podcast that got 300 followers who really is vibing with me or what I do. Now, I learned this early on, and I tried to tell y'all about this. It's levels to this. And so you have to be careful in this realm of using people's energy to bring up your numbers. Like, why would you be on The Breakfast Club, Malcolm?
I mean...
Give me, besides I need to get in front of the people because that's where our people are. No, you're trying in most cases to level up your brand.
Yeah.
You know Charlemagne is a piece of shit. Everybody know that. He a piece of shit. And now he sniffing farts out of Halle Berry's ass. He says some most gross shit, but now he gets to hide that under the guise of being mentally ill. So he gives his campaign every year about mental illness. He's insulated himself. Pay attention to what I'm telling you. He's insulated himself within the guise of mental illness. DJ Envy, this nigga, that's a whole nother story, right? And this nigga's a snitch, because why he ain't in jail? So you go on these platforms, right? But you say, I'm going on these platforms because I need to reach the people. The people you are trying to reach are not on those platforms. Those people are knuckle draggers, right? And so, but you go on these platforms because it raises your vibration within the fame dynamics. How many rappers were making $1 million out of the trunk of their car, but they were not satisfied, Malcolm?
Yeah.
They wanted the fame.
Yeah.
Right? So fame is the devil's vibration. And so while we only have 65,000 subscribers, they are legitimate subscribers, right? And while some of you guys are not moving and your channel's being shut down, those are compliments of your body of work and your ancestors telling you you're doing the right thing. You are not here to save everybody. It's humanly impossible. But if you want to play this game of fame, fortune, cars, private jets, devil owns all of that. So just be careful when you bounce around in those realms. Now let's get to the interview with, what's his name? Pierce Morgan. The Pierce Morgan interview was very powerful, and I can tell Jaguar held a few, shots in the chamber that she was waiting until she got to a place that message could resonate. Now, she is always going to be a target because of that, right? Right behind her, who do they bring on? Vlad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he comes and does his job. His job is to knock down all of that. And this is a culture voter, so I'm glad the sister came on after that to check him. So they do this. They give you truth. Watch this. They give you truth. How many times you seen them come on and for the first 10 minutes, they'll tell you about some truth, and then they'll bring a scientist in the last 2 minutes and debunk everything you said. And say, well, ain't none of it really proven. That's what they do. So they let Jaguar come out and give you truth. And then they brought somebody right behind her, just enough to debunk her, so you go, I'm not really sure. And who's more powerful in terms of social media shit? Vlad has a huge following, right? It's a war going on. So they have to give you truth, but then they bring in the debunker so that you walk away more confused than when the shit started. And so that is my take on the Jaguar slash, Buck Wild slash Star shit. But Jaguar is in a lot of platforms, so that vibration that was extremely high becomes a little dissipated, right?
That was my point. That was going to be my next thing, because from the comments, I'm watching like just the reaction from people on the timeline from the Pierce Morgan interview with Jaguar Wright. They're doing a really good job of making her look like a nutcase.
Yeah.
Right? They're really doing a good job of making her look like, because I said this before on this show, she looks tormented.
Yes.
With things she's seen and things she knows when she speaks about these things. So, and we understand that, right? Like when she's on Art of Dialogue, when she's on these platforms, we see her, we talk about, we get it. But when you're on a platform like Piers Morgan, who probably never heard of you. A lot of these majority of these people have never heard of you, and then you come in talking like that, you look insane to the masses of people who are not of the information.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
This is what I mean by you reiterating my point. Sometimes your message is just not for the masses because you look bananas. Right? Jesus looked bananas when he came out talking about what he was talking about and all of that. And so, can you imagine 20 years ago when I was talking about this stuff?
Right.
Right? And so we had to endure 20 years of scrutiny until the information, the age of awareness and knowledge caught up to where we are now. And then the exclamation, because I call Jaguar Wright the exclamation mark. I don't care what you say. Now, that doesn't mean I believe everything she said. I'm going to keep it a bean. I don't believe everything anybody says.
Right.
But ain't nobody sued her yet. Brought her against, and we'll talk about that in detail too, because somebody was saying, well, they have to be able to get something for suing her. You know what I mean? So you don't just sue people if you want to get something for it. Or if they add attention to it, you almost add validation to her message. So just let her go, and then we will now make her look bananas, right? When half of the things you speak about from the occult, metaphysic realm to a knuckle dragger sounds bananas. And now we have digital knuckle draggers. You know what I'm saying? We have knuckle draggers who surf these nets, right? And so it's a different level of knuckle dragging. And that's the worst kind of knuckle dragging, because in the digital realm, at least you could pull your phone out and check something. If you were a knuckle dragger in the digital era, that's just, you just wilding, right? And so that's my take. You're reiterating my point. You get on a Piers Morgan show and his audience is going, what? What?
Right.
And then they bring Vlad, someone who looks like them, a pilgrim. You know what I'm saying?
And then Vlad is going to do 3 interviews with 30 parts, 30 clips, talking about Jaguar Wright's crazy, right? Oh my gosh. Like, what?
Right.
That's exactly what he's going to do.
And the reason this is even relevant is because of the timing. Look at what Cat Williams did at the beginning of the year. All he did is verify the shit Jaguar was talking about, right? But it accelerated because it was on whose platform? Shannon Sharp. Right? And now the shit is somewhere else. But I'm telling you, fame is the devil's vibration. So don't feel bad when you have a small audience of people that really believe in your message. Your message is not for everyone. And so when you don't make it to these parties, or now it's starting to make sense why your music didn't hit, or you couldn't get that meeting, or this and that, it's because you didn't play the game.
Yeah.
You heard?
Yep.
Where's
Somebody
my
asked for their package.
Malcolm? Somebody didn't get their package. Yeah, send an email and let's get your tracking going, because we very thorough with packages over here.
Feel me?
You heard?
All right.
All right. So anything else you want to add to that now?
No. That was just it, because it just, that's what it, like, it reeks of just, like, now we want to make you look crazy, so we're going to bring you on to Piers Morgan. And,
But the legs
it's going to be a concerted effort.
The leg she has to stand on is what's in the news right now. Everything she's been talking about. And when them tapes come out, and you, listen, this is going to shatter. You know what? Let's just hit the damn button, because
come on. No. Because I'm hearing that, there's a lawyer saying that she saw screenshots from one of the tapes, and she said that the person in the tapes is more high profile than Diddy. I want to believe that they're gonna come out, but I just don't know. I don't know.
I think these have a better chance of coming out than anything Epstein did. Right?
Okay.
I think this lawyer in particular, they say he is very thorough, this Busby guy, right?
Okay.
And so, and that's not the lawyer who got the screenshot. Busby, Tony Busby, he's moving this along, and he said in 30 days, he gonna drop the hammer. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the industry have seen some of these tapes already. Your reality is going to be shattered if you put your faith and hope in these icons. I'm telling you now. Who's more famous than Diddy?
That's tough.
Side note, I'm hearing your man Steve Harvey has been suspended from TV.
Really? Why?
Because some pending things coming down the pipe. Let's just say that. You might start hearing about that real soon. But yeah, I mean, you know, Denzel Washington and all these people. Who?
Yeah.
Right? You sitting there with Diddy and he got, you know, your binky in his hand and y'all doing some weird shit. Dude, this shit'll get crazy. Shatter your hope, but your reality needs to be shattered now. Right? 2025. Go ahead.
And listen, I thought it happened with Diddy, with the Cassie lawsuit. Like, I was like, people don't understand how shocked I was that came out, bro. Like, I was
light work.
Completely floored. But because he has like the Playboy image, he's never been married. That it was kind of and I feel like we've heard things about him for years. So it was kind of like, wow, I'm shocked this happened, but there is a paper trail there.
Yes.
With this, like,
dude, and again, your reality is going to be shattered. Everybody you put up on a pedestal is coming down. It was designed that way. Malcolm?
Yeah.
Your spiritual gifts, right, are not always to be converted over into monetary gain. And I don't want to say that. I know that sounds weird, but you have a purpose here far greater. Now, it doesn't mean you're not supposed to trade some of your talent in for a few shekels. Of course, you got to survive here. But your spiritual purpose and gifts, and they can recognize this better than you can. And you traded in your gift, your insight, your voice, the power of your words for a fame vibration. You trade it all in, and all they do is convert the energy into something they can use. And your reward is to frolic among Europeans, right? Who, the romantics, Rome's antics. That's what the word romantic mean, right? Rome's antics. And here you are doing things that they do, right? The way they cross all barriers and Caligula. Go watch Caligula. And what they deem normal, that's your measuring stick now for success. You are doomed. When this shit, because it's already moving into the next paradigm, you are going to get left behind because you don't understand your value. Your spiritual value cannot be cashed in for a few fucking shekels. I'm sorry. That's it. And all of them who cashed in, it's too late. Too late. The horse tranquilizer has loosened up your butthole. Nigga, it's a wrap for you niggas. You are the gifted ones. Look, fame is a prison. Fame doesn't free you. I've said that for years, and people thought I was hating on getting money. No. Fame is a prison. These people wish they could be you. They wish they was free to go with their family and go to Chuck E. Cheese and just hang out and just do music and be free. They cannot.
Yeah.
Everywhere they go, people are staring at them. And then there are those who hold up that envelope like, I need to see you in my office. You know what that shit mean? You know what's in this fucking envelope? Fuck wrong with you? Let's call you in here. You done said some weird shit we didn't appreciate. Now y'all niggas is crazy, right?
Oh, man.
So if you have a virgin booty as a guy, applaud yourself. Clap that up.
Keep it that way.
You have virgin booty.
Yeah.
Be happy. Because a lot of the people that you respect, they don't. Okay, so let's just keep it a bean here. Let's just keep it a bean here. Yeah.
Jeez.
All right, let's move the conversation on.
Somebody said, bring that apron here, man. Shout out to Goods the Animal.
Yeah, we gonna cook tonight.
Apron here.
We gonna cook.
All right, so let's get to other big news. This is breaking news today. So the International Longshoreman wait, let me get the actual name. I don't want to mess it up because they gangster. International Longshoremen's Association, ILA, and the United States Maritime Alliance have reached a tentative agreement on wages to return to work on Friday. Wages go up by 62%. Got that up.
All right, that's already an alarm to me, Malcolm. that already is an alarm. You want?
All right, so we gotta talk.
You continue.
All right, so we have to talk. So the union boss, his name is, let me get it. It was Harold Daggett. Daggett, right? He's the union boss. Yes. So, more news started to come out about him, right? So apparently, this guy lives in a big mansion in New Jersey, 5-car garage, Bentley, coupe, Bentley coupe parked in there. He makes over $900,000 a year. Okay, now he has connections to the Genovese crime family. Apparently, he has some affiliations there, and he nearly avoided a RICO charge. But the witnesses that were supposed to testify in that case were found dead in a dumpster.
Damn, what are the odds?
Right? Okay, so now here's the thing. I'm seeing these headlines about dude, right? In New York Post, Daily News, and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, are these headlines there to make the longshoreman strike seem greedy? Because that's what they do. When it's a strike happening, they make the workers seem greedy.
Yeah.
They try to make it seem like y'all are against the people when they're trying to secure more money for themselves as well, like for their families and things like that, because the average longshoreman apparently makes like $45,000 a year, right? Now with overtime,
I heard it was more than that, but go ahead.
Yeah, right. So was that the case, or should we look into him as well? Like, yo, tell me, what are you on? Because think about how devastating this strike could have been if it had went longer, right? Mm-hmm. So the average American doesn't make $900,000 a year like Mr. Daggett does. So he's willing to because the ports mess up trucking, mess up restaurant, it messes up a lot of different industries, it messes up a lot of different things. So you in your mansion sitting high, you're willing to throw, the Americans under the bus when they don't really have it. That was just kind of a feeling there. However, I also heard that what's really going on is that, and this is me throwing my shoulder out. Don't listen to me.
You saw me warming up, right? You saw me warming up, nigga.
Right. This is just me. That there is these ports and stuff like that. A lot of the money is going to be on a blockchain now, and that's going to be a harder way to launder money, a harder way to steal money, like things like that. And that's what really this is kind of about, because Genovese unions, you guys saw Sopranos and second season of The Wire. You guys know, who tries to control these unions and who tries to make stuff shake when it comes to these unions and the union boss and stuff like that. If there is a way to track all money now, that doesn't bode well for the people who are in the background. I don't know. That's what. So I heard that somewhere. I heard that from a friend who robbed the other friend. So I don't know.
Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna clap that up for you, Malcolm. You almost snapped your shoulder, almost.
It's pinched the pectoral.
Allow me to pull my whole shoulder out. That's what the hell I do on my show.
Yeah.
All right, first of all, 62% raise in any capacity is alarming, right? I've been in the union my whole life. I drove a bus for the city. We would strike. One time we actually went on strike and we negotiated to the last minute and we got a 12% raise. Now, we didn't get the whole 12 at one time, Malcolm. Of course not. They broke the shit up into 3 years. 4%, 4%, and 4%, right? And we took down the man. Yo, we were celebrating in the depot. Yeah, we got 12%. 62% says to me, warming up, champ. Yeah. Nigga. Fuck that. Nobody can take their shoulder out like you, champ. Sounds like hush money to me. It sounds like they moving them bodies on them goddamn ports.
Allegedly.
Throw that in there. And they asking them, shut the fuck up. We're going to pay you, just keep doing the job. Now, the point about the blockchain makes that difficult because we still need cash because these bodies can't be accounted for on a digital blockchain. Okay? Right. So, now, with that being said, a lot of things can be true at the same time, like the automation. One dude showed there was no people working this particular port, so that could be true too, because that's taking away jobs as well. So we do want to factor that in. Right across from those ports in Miami is Star Island. Guess who lives on Star Island? Who? Puff Daddy, Jennifer Lopez. It's a short, very short distance between those ports and Star Island. I'm just throwing that out there, right?
Okay.
And so the union boss, he knows what's going on. He's a Genovese crime lord or affiliate. Let's not say lord. He's an affiliate. He's an affiliate where we got a problem here. So fuck, get this guy Tony Baloney, huh? Sammy Spice Hammy and Johnny Salami, he's thinking about talking. You know what I'm saying when I say talk? Yeah. And we need to make him disappear, okay? Yeah. And so what? The next day, I just heard out that Eddie Spaghetti was found in a dumpster somewhere. So now the case is gone away, okay? He's making $900,000 for a reason. Yeah. He is the one who's making sure certain, crates come in that don't get accounted for, so that these just can move from coast to coast. And you're talking maritime law, so the water laws is different than the land laws. Okay? That's why they call them landlords, because it's a whole different energy law. This shit gets crazy. Yeah, champ. Yeah, champ. Right? That's what this shit is about. These bodies still have to be moving here. That Google Chrome needs to, somebody said hit allegedly. It needs that 2-3 times. That Google Chrome need to get here, right? And these rituals need to still be performed. I want to reintroduce, while I'm at it, something I threw into the lexicon of the people a while back. My term, gay-tanic. Right? I threw this term out 10 years ago. Yeah, there it is. Those who do not consider themselves to be gay or live a gay lifestyle, but will willingly perform gay acts for social, political, or economical gain, including sex rituals to obtain that desired goal. Okay? There's a lot of satanic shit going on around here. Okay? Bodies being moved, organs being shifted, Google Chrome being generated, baby oil being manufactured. A lot of shit going on, man. So I think 62, they wanted 77%.
70, that's nuts.
No, listen, Malcolm. See, you never worked in a union before. You've never been, first of all, the mob run all the unions. Let's get that clear too, right? They run all of the unions, right? And that's how they wash most of their money and control businesses, because the union controls these businesses. Ask anybody who's working. If you work for the police department, post office, if you get a 12, 15% raise, y'all doing good. Y'all had the audacity to ask for 77%.
Yeah, that's gangster.
That literally means if y'all don't pay us, we gonna start talking about something. I know something, nigga. I'm hearing fucking bodies and people crying and shit. I'm hearing something. But for 66%, I keep my mouth shut. Come to the job and do my job. And that's my take.
Allegedly.
On that situation, Malcolm.
Okay. All right.
All right.
This gets deep, man. This gets deep.
Oh, we just getting started. Tonight is gonna be bonkers.
This gets deep. So as we said, strike will be over tentatively. I think it's a deal that reaches to January 15th, and I think they have to solidify that by then. We have some longshoremen that are subscribers, so we'll talk to them and see what's up.
Okay.
But yeah, bananas are safe, everybody. You know, your supermarket can get bananas.
And you're getting all of that good stuff. Shit, I might be a longshoreman. Goddamn, 66%.
Yeah.
Shit, sign me up.
Yeah, in Delaware, it's a lot of them out here.
Shit, sign me up, goddamn it.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break. As a reminder, you guys, after show 500, Monday shows will be continued as regular. The Thursday shows will be for members only, commercial free. You won't have to deal with this no more if you are a member going forward. All right? So get your membership, urbanx.nyc. All right? We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Struggling with school? Feeling frustrated by a school system that limits your child's potential? You're not alone. At Touchstone Learning Solutions, we believe your child deserves so much more. Children deserve the opportunity to flourish and reach their full potential. For too long, students have been confined to a system that stifles creativity, critical thinking, and self-reliance. It's time for something better. The world needs thinkers, innovators, and leaders, and that's exactly what Touchstone Learning Solutions is here to develop. Our learning profile isn't just an assessment, it's a personalized roadmap for how your child learns, processes information, and solves problems. Our approach reveals their unique strengths, fostering growth through creativity, curiosity, and leadership. Traditional education is outdated. Don't let it limit your child's potential. Touchstone is your partner in unlocking their ability to succeed, not just in the classroom, but in life. Start with your free learning profile today. Click the link, enter your email, and begin your child's personalized learning journey. The future belongs to leaders. Let's get them there. Act now.
Welcome to Turn a New Leaf, where we believe in the power of nature to heal and transform. In a world filled with synthetic solutions, we offer a different path. A path rooted in ancient wisdom. Just as every leaf in nature has the potential to change and grow, so too do we have that potential and power to transform our lives. Our mission is simple: empowering individuals to reclaim control of their health. Behind every product is our team that is dedicated and committed to harnessing the power of nature to provide you with safe, effective solutions. So whether you're looking to support your immune system, improve your digestion, lose weight, or simply enhance your overall well-being, we have something for you. So take the first step on your journey to optimal health. Visit our website today and start turning a new leaf with Turn a New Leaf. Nature's solution for a healthier, happier you. See you on the other side of health.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, sending you glad tidings and blissful energy. I am so grateful to continuously be a channel for your higher self and your spirit team. Whether you're receiving an angel oracle card reading for confirmation, clarity, or guidance in your life, or you're going through certain pressures and wanting to release some anxiety, I'm here to provide mental clarity with the mental healing session. I am open for singles and couples alike, so be sure to connect with me on my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com, in order to schedule all your sessions, see my availability, and all services. You can also reach out to me via phone or text at 786-828-8722. In the meantime, be sure to visit my YouTube channel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, where I have hundreds of videos available for you to assist you on your journey. Thank you so much for allowing me to continuously be this vessel wealthy family. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.
And we are back. Thank you guys for joining us. Hit
Yes.
the like button. We'd appreciate it a lot. Please.
Yes. Also, I want to add in, Brother Oba is still having the sale, as far as I remember, election protection for the election or something to that effect. Obadina.com is $74. You can get a reading from Brother Oba. Protection, election protection. You know me, I always get things a little backwards. Obadina.com. Hit Brother Oba up. I need to get Brother Oba. Tasha K did a piece where she said that tattoo on the back of Diddy's back was some kind of voodoo priest that looks after women, babies, and gay people. And that just sounded weird to me. And so I'll ask Brother Oba who that is, and maybe he can do a nice little piece for us and put it in our membership so that we can have something going with that. I want to shout out. Go ahead, Malcolm.
I was gonna say, shout out to Ascending Infinite Goddess as well. She does readings as well.
Oh yes, she does a different kind
Fire
of
ones.
readings. So we got people. She flipping the cards. He doing
Yes.
the shells. Get it in there and get it done. I want to big up the UX90 group on 1 year anniversary.
Oh yeah.
Yes, so October 1
Yeah.
was the official 1 year anniversary of our morning group. And, we met up for 90 days straight that brought in the new year. We didn't miss a day, 90 days straight. And we formed these bonds with a group of beautiful women and brothers and got together. We shared, we laughed, we cried, we support. So much has taken place. And so when you saw the event in Atlanta, that was the culmination of us being online and really getting, to know each other and support each other. And you too can join us, especially now we only do it on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. And the last Sunday of every month is men only in one group and women only in another group. And I'm thinking about, doing something special to commemorate that. But I want to shout out UX90. Congratulations. And, may we continue to prosper and do our thing.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, real quick, now people are having another Mandela effect moment because we just got the news that John Amos passed away. Now, apparently, he passed away back in August. They just announced it. I think the 1st or September 30th. It was one of those days. Now, somebody as famous as him, like, to be able to like do that is I don't know if it's impressive. I don't know if it's odd to announce that now.
I didn't know what the reasoning for the delay in making that announcement. Maybe they just wanted the family to grieve in private. I don't know, because he had a weird situation.
Apparently, his daughter said that she just found out too, which is wild in itself. That's another conversation as to why that's wild, because that means you don't be checking on your pops since.
But I believe. See, I don't want to start no shit, but I believe there was something going on where, he was trying to do something and she was, I don't know. I don't want to get into the details. My deepest condolences to him.
Absolutely.
And his family. He was the first black man that I saw on TV other than Shaft, Richard Roundtree, that had a very strong, but Shaft was in movies. And so, but every day on TV on a weekly basis, I got to see him as, James Evans on Good Times. And he was a very masculine, strong, entity. And for a lot of us who didn't have fathers, that was the closest we got. And then what happens is JJ, people started levitating to the goofiness of JJ. And they was diminishing the father's role for laughs. Yeah. And so because they didn't want to have that image of the strong black family. First of all, the show was called Good Times. And in a weird way, well, for us, those were good times. And see, guys, listen to what I'm trying to say. Your magic, and I said this in my second private joint, somebody's got to say it. The reason... What's magic to us is being in the moment, manifesting our magic as we need it. And so watching my mother come up with school clothes money, Christmas money, food for Thanksgiving, the rent in a spontaneous, instantaneous moment was the magic. So we always had, and we never knew where it was going to come from. That's magic. That's what black people do. This is why when there's a stock crash or any of that stuff, it really doesn't affect us because our magic is embedded in how we make it happen. Now, why am I saying that? Because the show was called Good Times, but there was temporary layoffs, good times, and all of this old, crazy shit.
Depressing.
But it was good times.
Yeah.
So it almost seems oxymoronic in that sense, right?
Yeah.
But what made Good Times for us was different. If I could split a piece of pizza with my man, we got quarter waters and shit, and we sitting around chilling and can go to the neighbor's house. Good Times didn't become about material things until later on. And these, you know what I mean? And so I only say that to say those were good times for us. In a weird way, but once they started projecting what success is for us through fame and fortune and riches, we abandoned what made us strong. It's real weird. And so now we had all of these rappers coming out telling you poor and you ain't shit and you'll never be shit unless you had these things to validate what it was. Right. Our community and togetherness. And we did everything together. Go back to the goddamn boycott. Yeah. That shit was 2 years or something, right? People joined together. We've lost all that because individualism kicked in. And now, the temporary layoffs mean something different. So I say all of that to say, I appreciate what he stood for in my life at that particular time and what it represented. And then, of course, they wanted
somebody
him.
in the chat just mentioned that he was killed off because he wanted their characters to progress.
Yes. Right. Behind the scenes, he was
Yeah.
fighting to keep the family structure in place the way it's supposed to be. Man, woman,
Right.
and child. And JJ, I'll whip your goddamn ass. You know what I mean? And this and that. And so they got rid of him and put JJ in the situation. Dynamite! And I get it. It was funny and all. And
Yeah,
and
they
we
did the
lost.
same thing with Family Matters, I believe. Like that was supposed to be like a blue collar
Yes.
black family.
Yes.
And Steve Urkel started getting some laughs, and then like, they kind of changed the entire tone of the show.
They went with that. Now it's all about that I do that.
Yeah.
And that's how they do it. And that's why Cosby Show had to go. Right? Because Cosby wasn't having none of that shit. Yeah, I'm a doctor. My wife is a lawyer. We up. You know what I mean? And our kids are expected to go to Hillman or whatever. And then I'm going to do a spinoff show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
And keep this thing moving. And so they're going to bring up some chicks from the 70s and say he drugged them. You know. Yeah.
So.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Absolutely.
And he was also Kuta Kente, yes?
Yes, he was.
He was older Kuta Kente. Yeah, that
Yes,
big
he
role.
was. Yeah,
that movie,
yeah,
that movie messed me up, man.
That
That movie messed me up, bro. I couldn't grasp the concept.
Yeah.
Like, did they do that to us?
Yeah.
You know, then come to find out it was a fabricated story to supplant ideas into your head about something else. But, you know.
All right.
But
Also,
remember, too,
rest.
go ahead. Remember, too,
Go ahead.
he had beef with McDonald's, right? Because they had the Golden Arches and he had the Golden Arc.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got the Big Mac.
We got the Big Mick.
We got the Big Mick. Their buns have seeds. Our buns don't have any seeds. You know, so yeah, shout them out.
Okay, so real quick, also the Dikembe Mutombo, he passed away
Yes,
from cancer,
brain cancer.
brain cancer at 58 years old. That was sad.
No.
Yeah.
Shout out Mutombo. No.
He
Shout
passed
out to
away.
him and his family. You know.
Pete Rose passed away too. It's a weird, like, it's a weird time. Like, it's just like,
Yeah. Shout out Charlie Hustle. That's what we called him back in the day. That man played baseball like his life depended on it.
Yeah.
He ran them bases and did what he did. And so shout out Charlie Knuckles.
So yeah, he passed away too. It's just a lot of like just just older celebrities just kind of all going out at the same time. And on that note, what's his name? Jimmy Carter's still alive. He's 100 years old.
I could have swore he was dead.
Yo,
I
but
coulda
so they
swore
wheeled
we-
him out on his birthday. I don't know if you saw this video.
I saw that they was wheeling his ass out like
And
this.
that looked like a corpse there to me.
And not only that, they usually don't do that to their white heroes. They
Yeah.
let them die in private.
Yeah.
And so they wheeled him out there looking like the dude Bernie from Bernie's Weekend and shit. Like they was,
No, serious.
you know, he
Like,
was just
looked-
flopping around
yeah.
and shit. And so, but
And
I
then-
could have swore we did a show on that.
And then his son said, he don't care about his birthday. He cares that you go out and vote for Kamala Harris. And I said,
Here he is.
No, you didn't.
He's probably shitting on himself in a goddamn diaper, and you think he care about who the fuck you voting for? Come on.
I said, no,
don't use your
you
pops
didn't.
like that. Don't do that.
Yeah, come on.
Stop doing
No, you didn't.
Yeah. Stop it.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So the other day, the VPs, JD Vance and Tim Walz, they had their debate. Now I watched. I was out actually when it was going on, but I watched clips from it, and it was weird seeing such a civil debate.
Right. It was almost like this is not normal.
Right. Like I was waiting for, like, it was weird not seeing, insults. It was weird not seeing people talk over each other. It was weird seeing political people who acted like politicians. And, they were going back and forth after he spoke. And from what I saw, it seems like just politically, it seems like Tim Walz, he came across as likable. More people said he came across as more likable than Kamala Harris, and then JD Vance. I think I watched some shows. They said they gave him the edge, but they both were all kind of all over the place. But that was just my one takeaway. I forgot what debates looked like.
Right, the way civil debates are supposed to look.
Yeah.
But we're in the drama. We're in the age of sensationalism now. So nobody watch that shit. No one want to watch that shit. Nobody want to watch two people sit there and actually debate facts or political points. We here for the smoke.
And y'all are VPs. Like, what y'all doing?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
What the hell y'all doing? So yeah, that was just kind of my takeaway from that. Did you see the videos of the Iranian airstrikes on the Israel air bases?
I did.
Yeah.
I did see the technology that they have. It's like a web or something over them.
Iran is nothing to play with, man. And President Putin out of Russia just demanded that his civilians get out of Israel, and people think that must be them kind of drumming the sounds of war. Like, listen, get out of there because it's about to get crazy. It's about to get messy.
Yeah, and I'm hearing they hit some kind of base that was Russia affiliate, and so this thing. Everything is going according to plan. Everything is a part of the plan. Yeah. So if that's what it is, that's what it's going to be. And it's supposed to be that way to trigger this thing and move this thing forward. The election, as Malcolm said, may not take place.
Yo, guys, so every major news outlet, right? CNN themselves, they run these polls, like these preliminary polls, at which where they think the election could go. Every poll that I've seen has shown Donald Trump to be the clear winner. That is going to be the clear winner coming in November. I just don't see that happening again for the second time. Like, I just don't see it. So with the stuff that's happening in the Middle East right now, right? With politicians probably implicated in Diddy's mess, right? Just high profile people being implicated in that.
Yes.
I just think something else might happen to where, like, we just don't see an election. I don't know. That's just me.
Well, war suspends the Constitution under those circumstances. And guess who's the president during that time? Kamala.
Yeah. Oh.
Right? Or / Biden or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. And so they got 30-something days left before this thing pop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so now we're in the quickening of the Jason months. Right now this thing is in the quickening. And so let's pay attention. Let's be well guarded. Pay attention. Keep your psychic energy up. Yeah. Don't get caught into too much energy of some stuff going around you. Because, listen, this hurricane piece, FEMA, not to change the subject, they said that they are running out of money.
And that's because they dropped $300 million this year on migrants.
Right. So now Kamala Harris was on camera saying, we got $750 to help per person to help these people in their time of need. But yet we put $280 million into Ukraine. We put another $150 million into Israel and $300 million into the migrant situation.
Yep.
So you got money for war and all that, but can't feed the poor, right?
Yep.
And
Yeah.
so this is also connected because somebody gonna snap, bro. Somebody gonna snap. These migrants are getting $13,000, $5,000 cash, and you gonna give me my house? I work for. I'm an American. My house is underwater, and you gonna give me $750,
bro. So, and when situations like this happen, right? And it's usually the people on the ground who are the ones that are hurt the most, right? Like the politicians play the game because right now, that is a point, right? They spent all of this money on everywhere else. They gave all this money away, but don't have money for our own people, right? Now Republicans are going, see, look what they did, and vote for me. This wouldn't happen. It's back to being a political issue when it's a human issue. Like, bro, people need help out there.
Yes.
Right? Imagine seeing your house float away, bro. Like your house.
Yeah, your house. Just gone. You know? And, you know, there were people who were saying that was the route of the dark cities. What do they call it? Sundown towns where the storm hit. This was a weird storm because they didn't make it seem like it was as big as it was. But this was bigger than Hurricane Katrina in terms of overall damage and what took place. So what's going on here? You know what I mean?
Right. So, and people, the people who are on the ground in the chat, like if you know, like not, you know, in those areas, but if you know anything, were there sundown towns? Like I wasn't sure. Like I didn't want to get tricked by the, you know, the AI voice on TikTok.
So but they said it was like mountain tops and, you know, it's a lot of stuff. So those who know would know. But don't think these things are not connected. They're all connected, as somebody just mentioned in the chat.
So, all right, let's get some more stuff going.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So, guys, the new richest black man in America is this guy named David Stewart.
Yeah.
And he is worth, got that up. He is worth $11.4 billion.
That's what I'm talking about.
And he's a tech billionaire. I've never heard of this guy before.
And you're not supposed to, Malcolm. See, this is what I mean. He didn't ride fame, the devil's vibration. He's putting in his work. He is supposed to be anonymous amongst you. Money is not supposed to, you know what I mean? I think we always equating the money we get with the fame connected to it. He's just putting in his work. And if you know, you know. And if you don't know, you could pass him on the street and you could have a conversation with him in a restaurant and not know who he is. Because this is my first time ever hearing of the brother.
Same. I was just like, wait, what? Like, what the hell?
You know?
And 11, and it's not like just squeaking in as being a billionaire. Like 11.4.
He's up. He's up.
So he is the majority owner of Worldwide Technology alongside partner Jim Kavanaugh. He put up $250,000 for the company to get started in 1990. And over the years, the IT service provider went on to get clients like Apple, Citi, Microsoft, and the federal government. And in 2023, they had sales of $17 billion.
And I think he got a black wife.
And he does have a black wife.
I saw him like.
And he has a black wife.
It's my boo.
Yeah.
This is my old lady. It's my old lady.
My old lady.
You know, my old lady. You know, I love it. I love it.
So he ranks number 84 on the Forbes list. Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
That is dope.
Okay.
Want to shout that out.
Yes.
All right, hit the button. Let's get to some more stuff.
Speaking of tech now.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
I want to play a clip of something related to DNA.
Okay.
Right? And I want people to ponder this and connect this to the 7 CEOs who resigned from 23andMe. And so we can start connecting some of the dots.
Okay.
We ready, Mama Doc? Let it rip.
Your DNA information can be sold and weaponized against you. The alarm being sounded. Listen to this.
You can actually take someone's DNA, take their medical profile, and you can target a biological weapon that will kill that person. And people will very rapidly spit into a cup and send it into 23andMe and get really interesting data about their background. And guess what? Their DNA is now owned by a private company and can be sold off. We have to have an open and public discussion about what does the protection of healthcare information, DNA information, and your data look like, because that data is actually going to be procured and collected by our adversaries for the development of these systems.
Okay?
Wow.
So, connect that to the 23andMe. Now it's making sense now.
Yeah.
Your data is being purchased, and then I thought they said BlackRock purchased 23andMe. I'm not sure. But imagine your frequency being unique to you and them having a weapon. This is called voodoo. Vodun, right? See, they're trying to create technology of what Big Mama been doing. Okay? Big Mama get a strand of your hair. Give me a strand of that nigga hair. See, we're gonna cook this up. And motherfucker, he'll be over here next Tuesday, because I'll make sure of that shit. And that neighbor next door keep talking shit. I done got a piece of goddamn hair. We gonna burn the damn house, right? But imagine the level of weaponry, right, that your DNA provides that is specific to you.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, Malcolm, they got my DNA.
Yeah, you was one of the first ones too.
I was one of the first ones, and I was trying to be cutting edge. I was like, I want to know who I am, man.
Yeah,
If I'm African, if I'm, and I was like, I got my chart. I gathered the family around. Hey, man, I'm 83% Nigerian. I'm 7% Irish. I'm a little Italian. 3%. That's why I talk like this. 'Cause the Italian part of me has to come out, huh? I'm a little bit Jamaican, and I was proud. Like, okay, I'm in there, Come to find out, these motherfuckers got my DNA doing all kind of crazy shit.
Yeah.
So
the story of, I heard that the reason why that the board of directors stepped down is because the CEO was trying to take the company public. Now, when you take the company public, you really you get more money as shareholders and stuff like that, but you lose real control over the said company because it's owned by more outside shareholders that can really do it, or really so. And they said that a lot of the board members had more issues with being able to sell people's DNA and stuff like that. That's why they stepped down.
Okay, watch this, because you saw me warming up. I stay in the bullpen, nigga. I stay getting ready to come in the game. And imagine you took the vid, like you took that jibbity jab, right? And now that heightened your DNA to where when they use some technical blue beam shit with Wi-Fi and 5 and 6G, it accelerates that process, right? I need y'all to think crazy now for a few minutes, because that's where we going with it, right? Because I heard this a long time ago that they can take a vial of your blood and take it across country, and whatever happens to that blood in that vial happens in your body. So I don't know how true it is, but now you're seeing that they can reach your DNA, right, from anywhere they want specific to you. Connect that, dude. Then we got the cell phones being able to explode. You know what I mean? Which we're demonstrating. This thing is about to go off the rails. They can target you anywhere at any given time. So I need y'all to pay attention. They give you a cover story. Yeah, we don't want the company to go public. That's the cover story.
Absolutely.
They got wind, and BlackRock, somebody did confirm, owns 23andMe now.
With everything
BlackRock
else.
owns me right now, Malcolm. Stop it, BlackRock! Stop it! I gotta finish the show. Okay, that wasn't funny, but you know what I mean. And so, shit get crazy, you know. So, anywho, so let's keep an eye on that. Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah. Okay.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Oh, we didn't get to talk about the that biolab explosion in Atlanta.
What was that about?
Yeah, guys. I saw the fire.
Biolabs. Right?
Yeah,
Fires.
yeah.
What's in that biolab?
Yeah. What the hell is that about?
And then they gave a weird story. I saw the black lady give a press conference, and she said it was a fire that started on the roof or something, and they were trying to put it out. And then later on, they said it was a combustion thing. So they lying and telling these weird ass stories.
Yeah.
Something is going on. You know?
Okay. All right.
Now I'm wearing my crystal for protection. Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, that's nice. Good job.
Like bing, 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 bing. Yeah.
So we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Get your questions ready, because we're gonna answer your questions before we get up out of here.
Yeah, we will do that.
Also, a reminder. Listen, show what's that? That'll be show 502, right? Commercial free in the membership. That's what we're gonna do in the membership. Those Thursday shows will be completely commercial free, and we'll be going straight raw and uncut. Only for the members, so get your membership, urbanx.nyc. All right, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
What are they saying? What are they saying? What are they saying? What are they saying?
Shout out to the brothers Black Dot and his son Malcolm. Those brothers are doing a wonderful job breaking down the information so we can see these perspectives from another angle. And the enlightenment courses are going to get better with time. I think this is going to be one of the best ones to actually explain the occult metaphysical symbolism of what's really going on in the connection with Diddy in the year of the dragon. That's connected to certain solar aspects, lunar aspects, the polarity in one of the laws of the 7 hermetic laws of the universe, and how they use these characters to distract us from important things that's happening. I think someone told me the UN, United Nations, is doing something real big while we're paying attention to this Diddy thing. But either way, I wanted to show the symbolism of why they're using him, connect the astrology and the gematria, the Hebraic science that I showed you guys in the basic 101, 102, and advanced angelic number classes that you can also check out on this platform, as well as my Patreon, in decoding these type of events and the connections to numerical values and in connections to the planetary powers. Sean Combs is very much a character that they're going to play with for the next coming years. This is just the beginning, but it's interesting. There's some things in his chart to the reason why they chose him for this sudden reaction of events for 2024, and I'm going to show you some of that stuff today. Very much connected to Venus. If you look at his tropical and sidereal chart, which I will show you it in a minute, it has a lot of Venus connections, which Kamala has a lot of Venus connections. She's impersonating Venus, which I will show you. And Cassie, which popped all of this stuff off with the video that was released of her in the hotel getting beaten down by Diddy. That also has some Venus or Venusian energies connected to it. And you have to understand, like what Black Dot says. Sometimes you may think that we're pulling our shoulder out when we reveal you this stuff, but it's very important to understand that it's very much a thing. It's very much a thing when we show you some things that people aren't going to talk about. Now, I know this video will be one of the top understandings of what's going on behind the scenes of how they're manipulating the aspects of effervescence, energy polarities from a black magic point of view. And Black Dot hinted at some of that stuff, and that was very good when he was talking about the sex magic and the tantra that happens from the Lima magic order. When you see Jay-Z wear that shirt, "Do Without Wilt," is connected to the Lemic orders.
What are they saying? What are they saying?
And we are back.
Thank
you guys for sticking with us. That was just a small clip of things that we have in the membership. Ani
Asuru for dropping that masterpiece in there for us. And so this is what we mean by it's not just us. It's a community of people in there giving it up for you. Breakdowns you're only going to hear exclusively here.
Absolutely.
You know?
So go get your membership.
Please go get your membership.
We appreciate it. All right, so let's get some questions ready. We ready to answer some questions.
Malcolm, are you familiar with the... Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
I was going to say Prize is suing Lauryn Hill. Yeah. He's suing Lauryn Hill. Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
I said you go ahead. This is your story.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Prize is suing Lauryn Hill for breach of contract. He calling her fraud for canceling what he considered projected sold out shows in which he was going to be able to, profit from and things of that nature. And she responded by saying, me and Wyclef are basically good. We were doing this basically to help you out. You going to jail, nigga, not us. You know what I mean? And so trying to help you get your chips up. And so, they're just going back and forth because he knows his time here is limited. You know what I mean? Before he's got to pay that debt for wasn't he a snitch? Didn't he turn government informant or something?
Yo, federal informant. Like that kind of just hit the news and then it went. And I was just bro, that's
informant. Yeah.
Crazy.
So
and remember he was on Vlad talking about all this money he was donating to the Clintons and stuff like that. No, Obama. I think it was Obama he donated to.
One of them.
And I'm just like, where you get that money from?
Yeah, where you get that money from?
I was like, where he get that money from? So I just thought that was very interesting. For him to is just funny.
Your mic is going in and out, Malcolm.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yeah.
My fault. I just thought it was funny that he's suing her.
Yes, out of all things. Malcolm, did you hear this story about Coca-Cola? They got these unique cans out that you can put unique messages of love, of anything you want on these cans. You can put Allah on these cans. You could put Satan on these cans, but you cannot put the name Jesus on these personalized cans. And it was causing a stir up last week. And people was like, what the hell is going on? Because we have a huge Christian base of people who probably want to put Jesus loves you. You know what I mean? And they cannot. But they can put Satan on the can. They can put Allah on the can. You know what I mean? So what's going on with that?
Well, companies do that a lot. They set certain parameters on what you can do. And that was just probably in their back.
Discriminatory?
No, it absolutely is. It absolutely is.
You could put Buddha on a can, right?
Yeah.
And so it begs the question, Malcolm, and this is all I asked. If Jesus can turn water into wine, I'm pretty sure he can turn Coke into cola. You know what I'm talking about?
Guys,
that might
guys,
have been.
I want to let you into something. He added this story to the list. I feel like just to get that joke off.
Yeah,
and nothing else.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I worked on that. I said that'd be a nice little kind of segue into that. Yeah.
Jesus, like.
Jesus, there you go.
Yeah. I did it to myself.
Did it to yourself.
Yeah, did it to myself.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So somebody asked, did we see the two moons? I have not.
I saw pictures, but I didn't see it.
Okay, I have not seen the two moons as of yet.
Here's the thing: it's hard to decipher what's real and what's not. There are people, again, guys. That mugshot of Diddy is not real. That is AI generated. Okay,
got you.
That was floating around when the Cassie lawsuit came out. Like that's how long that's been floating around. It is not real. But I say that to say, like, it is so hard to decipher what's real and what's not, what's doctored and what isn't, because, you know, and then we if you say something with enough conviction, if the editing is tight enough, if the AI voiceover sounds menacing enough, and the background music is suspenseful, people will believe anything. So
I'm gonna
we have
play
to
a video next week that demonstrates that clearly.
Okay.
It's a professor who puts some words up on the board, and you're saying those words. Then he removes those words and puts up different words, and your perception of what is being said changed by what you see. So it's an interesting science. Now, the reason this picture is important is because they have to villainize Diddy. It's like when OJ got arrested, you saw those dark pictures of OJ, you know what I mean, looking like, and so this was their version of criminalizing P. Diddy. Side note, did you see that lawyer Tony Busby press conference?
No.
About the Diddy situation?
No.
Malcolm, you have to go see that. It was powerful and damaging. 120, people that he is representing, 60 men, 60 women, right?
Yeah. I was, because I heard Charlamagne said, like, all right, like, how come it's perfect 60 men, perfect 60 women? Like,
fuck Charlamagne. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I get it.
Because
I get
Charlamagne is running point guard for Diddy, right?
Okay.
So let's put that out there. Now, it is numerically like, okay, but they said they interviewed thousands of people. Now, they said the youngest ones are from 9 years old. This is what Jaguar Wright was talking about on the Piers Morgan show. From 9 years old, where they found horse tranquilizer. These people were showing up at hospitals. And the people, they were saying, how did you get goddamn horse tranquilizer in your system? So from 9 years old, 15 years old, men, women, children, and the breakdown that he was given was so gross. If true, I'll say.
Allegedly.
Right? This is real bad. And then he said he's going to start revealing names because the cases are, this is not a civil case. It's not a class action lawsuit where you just throw everybody in. These are individual cases, right?
Oh.
And what they're going to do is they're going to sue the hotels. They're going to sue the airlines. They're going to sue anybody that was involved with making this huge operation run smoothly. And so that, when you look at it, brings down, it potentially can bring down a lot of people. You follow what I'm saying? And so they're in the process a vetting. This is what they said. Vetting, because he said it was going to be more people, right? But they're vetting to make sure before they mention a celebrity's name or a company's name that they've done their due diligence. So Charlemagne out here running, you know what I'm saying, point guard and doing all of this because, you know, that's what they do. Funkmaster Flex got on and said, come on, son, 120 victims, son. Come on, like, yeah. I mean, I understand the Cassie situation and we're not with that. But 120, yes, nigga, over 30 years, that is not impossible for somebody who is a narcissist who does this. What are you, crazy? So it's going to be people running that interference. Now, when these tapes, and if they come out, I don't want to hear nothing. I want to hear nothing.
So
right?
It's well, anytime, and this is past the Diddy situation. This is anytime somebody goes, in a month, I'm going to be doing this. In a month, I'm going to drop this. It gets, I think I'm a healthy skeptic, but I'm a skeptic when it comes to stuff like that. Because I'm going, okay, like, just do it.
Yeah, but this is chess. This is not checkers. If I put somebody's name out there and I can't, it's just them at a freak off, that may incriminate them in something other than just a freak off. Okay. You follow what I'm saying? So we have to be careful. Just because I had Puffy's ding ding in my hand, that don't mean I broke laws, right? And so they got to make sure that they can place individuals, especially lawyers. I got to be able to place you at the scene of the crime with trafficking. Side note, guys, you do know this. If we fly out to Vegas and we having a good time and we fly some little mommies out, we pay for them to come on out because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Mm-hmm. And we pay them a little something. That is called sex trafficking.
Yes.
We had them come across state lines and we paid them.
Now, I was listening to some prosecutor and he said, like, the way, these initial indictment cases, right, for Diddy, that if we think, he was like, if you guys think that is all that he's about to get charged with is him flying out some women or him flying with some women, and he was like, that is just to kind of like a jab, like to show kind of what's out, and then we're gonna hit you with something else.
They're not gonna show their whole hand.
Yeah.
Right? They're not gonna show their whole hand. Now, this lawyer, Tony Busby, this ain't got nothing to do with the prosecution. He's going ahead and he's already revealed one of his clients is 9 years old. And Diddy allegedly isolated him, brought him in a room, and told him to do some things for fame and fortune. This is why I'm telling you, that's the devil's vibration, right? And that if you tell, you won't get, it's no different than any predator working on any 9-year-old child. If you tell your parents, I'm gonna kill them. And so the child is in a weird place, think that they're protecting their parents. So listen, I would hate to think any individual is that much of a monster. But remember, this is my reference point. If your reference point is Europeans, Greeks, and all of that, I'm not surprised. When in Rome, you do what? You do as the Romans do. So that is not a natural character of anybody vibrating on a melanated frequency, but when you lined into that, you play the whole game through. You follow? So I would not be surprised. And don't tell me, well, they're gonna do him. Why didn't they do Epstein? Why are you using white people as the measuring stick for justice for what's happening to men, women, and children that look just like you?
Yeah, I never understood that because it's like, okay, so if he was like, so if he was, you know, because they always make that excuse. Oh, why they didn't get so and so? Why they didn't get so and so? I'm like, yo, he's doing that to black people. Like, is that okay? Like,
no, they skip over that because we want to be, like I said, we want to be equal in breaking the law as the European man, right? And I told you before, you are not on the same level of this European man.
And
this
then
European man kills his own family.
You are like propping up this black person and completely disregarding all these black people that he stepped over and he violated.
Yes.
And for the sake of him being black, I don't do that. That's not me.
And see, because we lose the humanity in that when we do. Because we want him to get off regardless of how many black people he destroyed, because you watch white people get off. It's crime. Stop using these white folks as a measuring stick of where you are supposed to be. You are supposed to be greater than that. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, Hugh Hefner did this and he had tunnels under his house. And you follow?
Yeah.
Until we get back to the point where we're talking about protecting the women, baby, and men who did not know they were given horse tranquilizer. And as they're sitting in the party having a drink, they're going, damn, my boo, I feel like I got diarrhea. Like all of a sudden my butt cheeks, I don't have control over them. And I don't have control over my thoughts. My God, do you know what kind of state you be in? That's like being in the movie Get Out, right? Like somebody has taken control of your mind. You watching this nigga, you can't move. I'm not making fun, but I'm saying, and this nigga is doing shit, rolling me over, doing shit. What the fuck is going on here? Those are victims. Now, on my next, somebody's got to say it, we're going to talk about the ones who are not victims. The ones like Superhead, who said she was gifted to Diddy and she willingly showed up at these events knowing what was going to take place. That's a different conversation. We'll have that in the membership because a lot of these parents, they sell their kids. For what? For the vibration of fame. And they sell their kids young. And they allow you to have your way with these kids. And then when light is shed on it, then people want to become victims, Cassie. You know what I'm saying? And so now we have to have those kind of conversations as well. Right?
Yeah.
So we'll do that. I'll do that this weekend in the membership. Everybody, every victim ain't a victim. So we can kind of balance out the equation here. Okay? And that'll take place in the membership.
Somebody asked what we think about. There's a new Chris Brown doc that's about to drop. Apparently about just domestic violence, about like what he, and this is post Rihanna.
Yes.
So interesting.
And I heard Father MC is in there too. You don't even know who Father MC is, do you?
I do not.
Okay. See, I'm dating myself, and they said he's involved and has done some things too. Trey Songz, a lot of these dudes, they get into these situations, and a lot of them don't like women. That's a whole nother story. It's because once your manhood, I'm not talking about you making a choice on your own to give up your manhood. That's a whole different conversation for a different day. I'm not talking about that. I'm going back to the term gaytanic. Those who are gaytanic, once they lose their manhood, they obviously hate women. You see what I'm saying? Because they can't look these women, real women, in the face. You know what I mean? And they want to tell these women, listen, I need you to hit me. You know what I mean? Dude, it's over. Yeah. Right? And so the hatred for women comes in because I have been violated as a man. Bad business. Bad business. And I want to say again, for all of the booty virgins, you did well. this point in your life. I'm 56 years old. If it ain't happened back, it ain't happening. God damn it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have these conversations, and you know that one about Chris Brown. There's gonna be more and more documentaries just coming out because we're in the age of truth now, guys. You want the truth? It's a great time to be alive. Brace yourself.
Yeah.
Brace yourself.
It is coming out. It is coming out.
And like I said, the Steve Harvey situation is deep because allegedly, he on them tapes too. And that's how Diddy was able to leverage his daughter, Lori, so that they could both, him and his son, bang her out. And extort her for money and all that other stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna hit allegedly again. You know?
Lord.
So everyone's trying to get their personal affairs in order with this Diddy situation because, you know, the Denzel people put out a piece. I don't know if you saw that. He was yelling at Puffy.
Yeah, that looked like a PR move.
That's a PR move. I was yelling at him. Niggas got to get out in front of this shit. Corey Holcomb said that. Shout out Corey. He said, some of you niggas just got to get out in front of the story and soften the blow and say, yeah, I'm on the freak offs. Because if you was just on the freak off side, okay.
Right.
Even if another guy is banging you out, that's America. This is, you know.
Everybody gave some time.
This is Hollywood. Everybody gave some time. This is Hollywood. Everybody gave some time, right? You might have a better chance of, you know, doing that. But if it's a gangster rapper, like dudes who was on the streets talking about, I'm out here killing niggas, you know what I'm saying, shooting my guns and shit. Be like, God damn, son. Yeah. And listen, I'm not going to gross you out, I promise. But what you do when you think you're alone...
Yo, and this is what I think is about to happen.
50 cameras?
This is what I think is about to happen. There's going to be a tape that's going to drop. It's going to be completely AI, and it's going to look very real. It's going to be completely AI, though. All right?
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to try to, like, ruin everything that actually drops.
I said that 2 years ago.
That's going to happen.
I said this deep fake stuff, if y'all remember, I said they're going to try to get out ahead of it so that you're just confused. Because once a little doubt creep in, they almost got me. Then when you see the real joints, you're going to be like, I don't believe it. Because if I see a UFO in the sky now, I don't believe it. Nope. I know Project Bluebeam, I don't believe it. Right? And so you are right. That's the only play that they have is to doctor up some stuff, then use the algorithms that they own to have something go viral where enough digital knuckle draggers have, you know what I mean, got involved, and then, you know, hee-haw, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Watch. That's about to happen.
And then doubt creeps in, because this is about inception. Mm-hmm. Doubt creeps in. Now when the truth come out, you don't believe it, because really, with that, along with cognitive dissonance, you don't want to believe it.
Right, that's all that's needed.
You don't want to believe Denzel was walking around butt naked, coked out at one of Diddy's parties. You don't want to believe that. You want to believe that Denzel is the person in the movies. You don't want to believe LeBron James was, you know, getting dribbled on. No, you don't want to believe that.
All right.
You don't want to. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you don't want to believe all that shit.
All right, guys. So, great show. Sorry we didn't get into any questions. We got to one question, but we had a lot to talk about.
$4.99 on Monday.
Episode 499 on Monday. Yeah. We appreciate you. We love you. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out. We'd appreciate it. Visit urbanx.nyc to get your membership. As we said, after show 500, we will still be doing 2 shows a week. One show will be on YouTube. One show will be in the membership, completely commercial free, ad free, you know, raw and uncut. And
Mama Doc gonna have an open mic.
Mama Dot's gonna be on there as well. We got courses in the membership for people. We have our own community. We meet up every Sunday, 9 a.m. Come kick it with us. And we will see you guys on the other side. Peace.
Peace.